goes on in Legacy. Why would artifact lands be banned here? This has to be a mulligan, right? We don't actually have 4 Leylines, so we can't actually get this into play even if we rip the land. Okay, we just need an Opalescence and we have an Enlightened Tutor for it. It lets me scry just fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I actually want this Mana Confluence, right? Well, no, I need a 4th mana because Serra Sanctum currently only makes 3 mana. Serra Sanctum currently only makes 3 mana because I only have 3 Leylines. Yeah, Dad Nauseum, that's why I said you would want to add graveyard synergies to Painter, like Punishing Fire. So you need to be I agree with you that you need graveyard synergies to make. If we get him to Toract here, I'm gonna be really sad that I didn't play the Sanctum out. I just hate everything about everything. Should have played the Sanctum out, I guess. Oh, I could have crop rotated and had Sanctum in play. It doesn't matter. I still can't cast it either way. I still need to draw something. Actually, it's better to leave more Sanctums in my deck, right? It's better to leave more Sanctums in my deck to draw to, right? Yeah, you have to add Grove to play Punishing Fire, obviously. For rotating or drawing to any land, that's fair. That's fair. And we'd have hit the any land quota there. Our deck would have different cards in it, but yeah, that's fair. All right, let's try again. Yeah, should have crop rotated for the thing. Rest in Peace seems fine here. Suppression Field actually seems okay too, right? This seems silly slow. No, I don't think so. I don't think another toolbox is something that deck really needs. No, I think Replenish is more for when your opponent's able to kill your enchantments as opposed to discarding them. Because, like, ideally we're going to put our enchantments into play very quickly, right? Or have Leyline in play. And remember, chat, if you want to be constructive, sideboarding is not just... Sideboarding is one-to-one. It's not just adding cards. So what cards am I cutting to fit the cards that you're suggesting I play into my deck? Both of these are actually good in this matchup, right? I can just have 8 power. I'm going to keep this, actually. It's just attack you for 8 on turn 2. Because I have 2 Serra Sanctum. There was a bug that caused Magic Online to not be able to progress the game state if both players mulliganed and there was a Leyline in play. According to the Magic Online changelog, it is no longer a bug, which is why we are playing this deck and other decks with Leylines in them. I mean, we don't really play around daze because, like, the Opalescence could get dazed. Of course, Wall of Roots is still bugged. Rip Wall of Roots, going on how many years now? It's 11:30 p.m. I'm regretting all the singles orders I have made in the last hour. Have my bits so I don't waste them. Cheesy Pie Gaming, thanks for the support. I do appreciate it. Ooh, we can actually cast this Leyline this turn. That's so great. Cast Leyline of Sanctity. Crunch you for 8. Oh, Legacy's funny sometimes. Legacy is funny sometimes. If you would like to donate for me for a dealer's choice meme, I am always happy to pick out funny decks for other people. We have a deep repository of funny decks at this point. And often when I pick out funny decks, other people donate to move them up the queue faster. We got Tarmogoofy. Smells like Tarmogoofy. Little bitty baby 2/3 Tarmogoofy. If we get some vitality up in here. Leyline of Vitality trigger. All right, let's smash. The fact that we've hardcast multiple Leylines this game is so fantastic. Tree of Tales is a land that you can Enlightened Tutor for. Is the reason that it is in our deck. Is a sub a donation? So my tier 3 subs get donation deck lists. All the details on how donation deck lists work are at this URL here. Yep, let's just run it back. You should play Humility in this deck. Why? For the judge questions. Yep, and that's all detailed in the thing. God, we've actually been really bad at having Leylines in our opener. This hand's just not keepable because it needs like like 2 of these 3 or like 2 of these 4 to be Leylines, right? Oh right, we have Serum Powder, so this is a Serum Powder hand. Also a Serum Powder hand. Trip Leylines, rest in peace Opalescence. Seems actually pretty good. I don't want that. I don't want that. We can cast Rest in Peace as an instant. That is correct. Oh gosh, we were so close. We were so close. Hopefully we can dodge him to Torak here. I don't need to find it though, right? Did someone mention Memer's Choice, Foxicon? Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I might put it in there as Memer's Choice. For Leyline, Sanctum, Opalescence. You technically need 5, right? 'Cause you have to attack for 20. But yeah, this deck can kill on the first turn of the game. It's 5 Leyline, Sanctum, Opalescence. Yep. We serumed 1, right? So we have 2 left. Yeah, we have two Serra Sanctums in our deck. Believe it or not, we're not a strong favorite here, but I'm just saying there's a chance. And like, when you have a chance and everything's outside of your control, it's kind of therapeutic in a way. You just like take your draw step and then let your opponent do the thing. I mean, at least for myself personally, my donation deck system has been moderately successful. And honestly, the donation system makes my content very easy to pick out too. It kind of takes the burden of deciding what I'm going to play most days off of me. Because outside of the dealer's choice things here and there, the community that supports my content decides what decks we play, which makes it really easy and keeps a lot of variety going, right? Like, we've definitely played a bunch of things on stream that I would have never dreamed of picking out myself that ended up being really sweet. All right, didn't you? Hey, Rhino Who? They lay lines laid down that we are here to meme. Thanks for the 3-month subscription. A quarter of a year. Welcome back. Favorite deck that I never would have dreamed of myself. Probably Land Nauseam. The Land Nauseam deck that we played a bunch was a lot of fun and did some sweet things. All right. We had 1 successful game, so that's reasonable. All right, let's pop on into another one. While we're waiting for the second match to pop, I would just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everybody wherever you're in the world. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. Subscriptions start at $4.99 a month, or if you're one of the many people out there who has Amazon Prime, if you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, you get Twitch Prime included with that for free. And Twitch Prime gives you a free channel subscription to a choice of yours every single month. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It's included with your Amazon Prime. You can also support my stuff by checking out some of my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. Mac Weldon provides premium men's clothing, such as this wonderful polo that I'm wearing here. Using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/HoogleClothes, you can save 20% on your first order of premium shirts, polos, hoodies, shorts, underwear, all sorts of great stuff there. And of course, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anoronics, Justin, Nivik, and you. If you are new and enjoying my stuff, please make sure you hit the follow button at the very least. Following a Twitch stream doesn't cost you anything. It lets you know when I go live and with what. I always try and put the names of the decks that I'm going to be playing on a given day in the stream titles. That way you can kind of have a heads up for what to expect when I go live. And if you see something sounds sweet that I'm playing on a given day, but you can't catch me live, be sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. All of my streams get archived there, and I break them up by deck and by matchup, so you can watch just the stuff that you care about there. Now that I got that bad pun out of the way, can I get my complimentary timeout? Almost certainly. Rhino Who, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome. Legacy Q taking a little bit to fire. Taking a minute to fire. Ugh. Oof. Really hoping that we run into Burn or Dredge and get to Leyline them. What type of decks do I like to play? I like to play all sorts of deck. You fit all that sponsor talk into a minute? Yeah, about 60 seconds. The goal... What happened to Inked Gaming? So, I'm really good at shilling. So, we have enough people to shill for that we have 2 pages of people to shill for now. So, instead of doing one really long advertisement that could be like 2, maybe even 3 minutes long, I put them into 2 different pages here. So that way, focus can be on the Magic content as opposed to be on advertisers. The advertisers make the stream possible, but I don't want it to be all about them. Stand up and stretch. I stood up for a little while. I'm going to sit for a little bit more. This hand is... We're really bad at having 4 Leylines in our opener. Have you ever considered doing an ad read instead of sideboarding? So here's the problem. I can't, oh, I guess I can Idyllic Tutor for Opalescence, and I can Enlightened Tutor for Tree of Tales or Suppression Field. I could Enlightened Tutor for Suppression Field, which will then let Serra Sanctum cast Opalescence. Yeah, I feel like I have enough pieces here that I'm supposed to keep this. Like, obviously it's not the nut draw, and it's not ideal, but I think it's keepable. It's an above average draw. I think it's okay. You got some of our pieces, but not all of them. There's a lot of great artwork hiding on a lot of constructed unplayable cards. Am I getting duressed here? There is the bird from Idyllic Tutor on Enlightened Tutor. That's fantastic. That's actually a pretty good draw. Because now I get to Enlightened Tutor for the other thing and then play it next turn and attack for 12. There's a good chance we die before we kill them, but we have a turn 3 kill now with this draw. How'd you feel about Karn and Belcher? I think it was better. I think it was better than Batterskull. You missed the Stasis deck. The Stasis deck we played was bad. We had someone donate because I'm going to build a better one. I'm going to try to build a better one. Can they beat Leyline of Sanctity? Not game 1. Oh, was I just supposed to get Leyline of Sanctity? Maybe I was just supposed to get Leyline of Sanctity there. Yeah, you're right, Zach. There's a non-zero chance they can't beat Leyline game 1 if they're Ant. They could beat Tess, and if they're Tess, they can beat Leyline game 1. But there's a more reasonable chance that they're Ant, and they just couldn't win anymore. Yeah, I think a good portion of Antless can't beat game 1 Leyline. Of course, this forces my opponent to go off this turn, so like it's also not a terrible line, but I didn't stop and think about Sanctity. I think that was the more conservative play, especially because it would have put a 4th enchantment into play, so then any Opalescence lets us kill them very quickly. All right, I guess I'm glad we didn't get Leyline of Sanctity. I guess I'm glad we didn't get Leyline of Sanctity. Well then. Well then. Well, alrighty then. My Leylines are here to party, opponent. So, if you lose to Legacy Leylines, are you like obligated to sell your Legacy deck and never play it again? I'm pretty sure that's how that works, right? You're just like obligated to stop playing whatever it was you lost with. So this is pretty easy. Suppression Field doesn't do much here. Rip, Rune Talo, Curse of Exhaustion all seem fine. Oh, Stony Silence is good too, yeah. I actually think this Starfield of Nyx probably isn't good in this deck, and I shouldn't have added it. Can this deck ever beat... Okay, so flanks. I'm gonna fill you in on a little secret. You don't play decks like this to ask, can you beat things? You play decks like this to ask, do you have it? And when they say no, you beat them to death. This... So... Am I supposed to mulligan here? Or am I supposed to Serum Powder? I'm not keeping. The question is, do I mulligan or do I Serum Powder? I think I'm supposed to mulligan, right? Because I can't Serum Powder double Sanctum. I'm pretty sure I just can't Serum Powder double Sanctum. Like, my deck just, like, doesn't really function without this card. The sideboard cards don't matter. Yeah, I think losing 2 Sanctums is too bad. This hand's great. Yup. It gets to play through a discard spell too. Well, I guess we have Leyline of Sanctity, but whatever. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. This hand is not the nuts. If this hand was the nuts, this would be a Leyline of the Void. But this is pretty good. This is pretty Dece plus, you could argue. This is one of the better hands, you could say. I don't know if this deck is good or if this deck is great, but it's definitely one of those two things. It's definitely one of those two things. For all the naysayers out there. This deck is hilarious. You are not wrong. We didn't have to mulligan, we got to mulligan. Correct. Mulliganing is a privilege, not a punishment. Can I dress up as a Leyline at the next open? Right? Of unkeepable 7 to nut 6. God, I wish it worked that way, right? If you think this deck is bad, you can't appreciate the finer things in life. Why isn't there a Stomping Grounds? Asking the real questions. Why isn't there a Stomping Grounds? Why not indeed? Nearly 1 year of subtype. The Holy Helix Fossil. Thanks for the 10-month resubscription. Thanks for helping me do what I do here. I do appreciate it. We've actually already cast 2 Leylines in this league. It's been quite excellent. It's been quite excellent. Are they probing themselves? They're trying to figure out why they can't probe us. Now they're going to probe themselves? Nope, maybe. So Lightning Tribal ran hot at Friday, beat Bogles, Greentron, Assault Loam, only loss was to White Taxes. You're not wrong, Bionic. Anything can certainly win. Are they about to go off with Goblins again here? Nope, they're about to Ad Nauseam. Okay. No, Kiki Breakfast is a single deck. The list is in the donation queue. If you look in the donation queue, we are gonna play a legacy deck that wins via Kiki Jiki. It's fine. You didn't know and I didn't know, Nivik. Mistakes were made. All right. Better kill me, because you're dead next turn. So they have triple ritual, LED, probe, petition. It's a lot of mana. Could do a lot of stuff. To go up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana here. They do need to take one of these Leylines off the table. They do need to take Sanctity off the table before they can do anything, though. They could empty here, right? They could just empty for a bunch. Storm count is 7. The problem is I'm going to have a bunch of creatures here pretty soon. Hopefully they just empty. I guess they just kill us in 2 turns with the empty, right? Yeah, we're on the 0 outer, right? Classic therapy myself for storm count. Opponent gets the BM abandon hope play. Love it. I think they're going to have enough even with blockers back, right? They're going to make 30 goblins here. Yeah, 30 even just kills us through blockers. Just a one-turn kill. Magic's a low variance game, criminally uncool, and the better player always wins. Important thing to remember in positions like that. Abandon Hope was totally a dig. You got to take the BM, Cabal Therapy, and Pithing Needles where you can get them. Huh. Lurk More with the $25 donation. Thank you for that. Adding some more weight to blue-red Kiln Fiends. 10 out of 10. Sounds good. We'll hit that tomorrow morning to start for sure. Am I just supposed to Serum Powder this? Yeah, I don't think it's good enough either. Yeah, it's just not fast enough. It doesn't interact. A lot of our hands don't really do much. God, we've been really good at having too many lands in our opener. Let's just try another one here, shall we? Hey, Darthwood, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome. Okay, let's run it back. We're averaging 1 game win per match. That's I'm gonna be honest, that's more than I've expected so far. It's more than I've expected. Meek gives tokens +1/+1. A Full Metal Adept, a $25 donation. Throwing some money at Green Black Elves. Sounds great. Thank you. Thank you for the support, folks. And remember, I update the queue at the end of the day, so donations and bits that you send in today won't get added until I sign off this evening, which I'm going to be streaming late tonight since I started late, so probably not till 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. Cornfield time. I think this is a keep, right? We just need a Sanctum. Well, crop rotation doesn't quite do it because this costs 5. Hopefully they're a deck that Leyline is good against. It's the same person. Nope, different person. Could be Turbo Depths. Oh no, their Merit Leech is going to be a 21/21. Oh no. Oh no, their Merit Leech is going to be a 21/21, chat. We've made the monster scarier. Hadouken! They'll... Did the crop rot Simian Spirit Guide? Like how there's a random Black Vice picture right here. This random Black Vice, sure. Just gonna run it back here. Just gonna click submit. Black Vice remembers, right? Gonna get him. End of the game. Game ending Black Vices. What does this deck do? So, for those of you that are just joining us, this deck puts a bunch of Leylines into play, and then using Serra Sanctum, it plays Opalescence or something else to put Starfield of Nyx or Opalescence into play to attack. Another Suppression Field. Sure, Suppression Field could be fine. This hand seems bad. Okay, so chat. When your deck has a lot of moving parts like this one, you're not going to have... This hand's just like the one we just lost with. You're not going to have everything you need in every opening 7. This hand needs a crop rotation or a Serra Sanctum in order to attack for pretty lethal amounts of damage. So I think this hand is not amazing, but it's definitely a keep. I agree that I look at this hand and go, that's not very good. But I don't look at this hand and go, I'm obligated to mulligan this. Do I even want to tutor here? I guess I can go get Suppression Field, right? Opponent's deck won't have Wasteland in it. Opponent's deck generally plays Ghost Quarter. Yeah, the opponent mulligan to 3. Experience a little bit of that low variance Magic the Gathering. Playing this deck while Leylines is bugged sounds like a truly terrible experience. See, look at that, chat. You just gotta believe. You just gotta believe. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Do 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 do. This deck can theoretically turn 1. Yep, 5 Leyline, Serra Sanctum, Opalescence or Starfield kills them on the first turn. This deck only needs this hand only needs a Serra Sanctum, so I'm gonna keep it. Because this can get Opalescence. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all I get. We're very unlucky, chat. Just the gosh darned unluckiest. Serra Sanctum is very lethal now, because Helm plus Leyline is also a thing. Oh man. Oh man. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we're not in the queue to not keep hands with a bunch of Leylines. That's fine, Moto. I didn't want to click the draw card button. Anyways, keep your stupid card to yourself, Magic Online. And I didn't want to see it in the first place. Joke's on you. Hey, we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna win another game or two, I promise. We've won a game every single match so far. If you put all our game wins together, it's almost like we want to match ourselves. Ooh. Of course we're not dropping at 03. Of course this deck is bad. You don't need to say this deck is bad. It is bad. It looks bad because it is bad. Believe it or not, Magic the Gathering is a game people play for fun sometimes, and there's more to having fun than just winning. Sometimes doing sweet things is fun in and of itself. And if that's not for you, there are plenty of people streaming Magic on Twitch right now that I promise you, all they do is try very hard to win. On this channel, we often don't do that, and that's okay. Magic, Odium. Well, I hope your day gets better. Thanks for dropping by. Glad to have you here. What does Helm actually do? So Helm, while you have Rest in Peace or Leyline of the Void in play, mills your opponent out. I would have to see a deck list, Jade. I don't agree to playing things or not playing things based on an archetype description. As always, show me the cards. Show me the cards. WWW, that's great. Why Serum Powder? Because this is a deck that wants to mulligan. It's looking for a very specific subset of cards. So Serum Powder allows you to mulligan more looking for that subset of cards. I'm not sure what the fastest league on record is. It's definitely faster than this one, though. We've been playing for 42 minutes. Of course, you can get a complimentary timeout. I'm trying to sleep, but can't. No, we're only playing Legacy for today's Magic portion. I think we're going to do one more Legacy League after this one, and then we're going to wrap up with some Hearthstone for the day. Maybe two more. We'll see how quick the next one goes. That's what I'm saying, Nivik. That's what I'm saying. All the Debbie Downers out there. I think no way to get mana means I have to mulligan this. Sanctity and Void are both just like very reasonable cards. I actually already have Stasis back in the QJMP, and I'll put those bits towards it. I'm gonna build Tef-free Stasis. Not that mono blue nonsense. I'm gonna rebuild a Stasis deck with the new Tef-free in it. Is it? It's not any land though, right? Because we need Serra Sanctum only makes 4 mana. Yeah, I think this is a Serum Mole because it needs 2 lands. Needs 2 lands. Stands a keep. Ready for some crime and punishment, opponent? What does being timed out do? Timed out just means you can't post in chat for 10 minutes. Oh, you could play Serum. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you only need 1. That's very fair. I didn't think about that. Thanks for pointing that out. See, look at specific construction feedback. See, Mana, like, I'm gonna do, like, that's a typical Magic player thing. I haven't tried the new version because there isn't a version of Stasis. Stasis is like this random tier 40 legacy deck that I'm sure there's like 800 different builds of it, but there isn't a Stasis deck in Legacy because nobody plays it and does well with it. All right, so I'm going to lead on Mana Confluence here to play around Wasteland. The Sanctity's probably pretty good against basic Swamp Deathrite Shaman. So I did expose myself to counter magic here by waiting to play this, but they could just counter whatever I'm getting with it. So, like, I'm going to be exposed to a counter spell at some point regardless. I win games often, especially if the opponent disconnects. Yep. Hopefully all the hymns are rotting in my opponent's hand right now. All of them. We did not beat Tess. We've won one game in every match that we've played so far, but we are currently 0-3. $65 inches of Magic the Gathering. Those are some big Magic the Gathering cards you got there. Some large ones. Hopefully we're about to attack for 12 and then attack for 12 again here. It's still impossible to read the card. Look, Magic Online is just preparing you for Arena where you won't be able to read the cards. Yeah, probably J Feather. Probably better to use the Deathrite Shaman than to fetch so they can clear the Brainstorm. Oh no, am I getting Spell Pierce? Nope. Alright, please be dead. Please be dead. Please be dead. Ayo! Da, 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 da. Are we gonna get you? Are we gonna get you? These are my Leylines. My Leylines are amazing. Deluge for 4. Get out of here. Get out of here, you negative Nancy. Now you've been sitting for a little bit. Let's stand up again. Stand up. What are you doing, Des? Come on. Come on. I ain't got time for your bullshit. What is your problem? It's not caught on anything, is it? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh. Yes, Helm plus Black Leyline mills your opponent out. Speak to it in a more supportive manner. Do you have outs, opponent? I guess if they have another creature, they could chump block for a turn. But like, even Tarmogoyf doesn't kill my Leyline inside of combat, so they'd be in a pretty bad spot. What are you thinking? Could this be our first match win opponent? OP considering all of the decisions. They're like, OP is like vigorously calculating all the decisions in life that have led them to this point. They're like, oh God, what have I done to get here? The stasis video will be published tonight after I'm all done streaming, so probably about 4.5 to 5 hours from now. I don't plan to change anything. Yes, the nerfs are live. I heard it was a 0 downtime nerf update, which is sweet. If you are a subscriber to the channel, you can watch the video archive right now. You don't have to wait. But non-subscribers have to wait for the YouTube stuff to go up. It is a sweet Mac Weldon shirt, you see. I'll have you know, Phoenix Lance, you've walked in on a very serious legacy deck that's won multiple games of Magic in this league. There's nothing but the most serious of competitors in play here. Is Hearthstone something you get figured out pretty quickly? The reason I kept avoiding diving into Hex was remembering how long it took me to learn and understand Magic in the various metas, but I'm considering giving Hearthstone a go. Yeah, and like, especially if you have a background as a TCG player, I think people that have backgrounds in Magic learn board games and just gaming in general. They tend to learn those quicker because most other games are simpler than Magic, right? By and large. Gosh, these like I think we've had more Serra Sanctums in our openers than Leylines in this league. Just kind of impressive. Yeah, I mean, this hand just needs, I guess I'm keeping that. Do I tutor for the Tria Tails then? Yeah, and also ODM, you'll see if you're able to hang out through when I start my Hearthstone stream, or if you watch other people stream Hearthstone, the interactive Twitch overlays, if you're watching on the computer, you can literally mouse over cards on the stream that people have in play, and it pops up what the card text is. So like learning the actual Hearthstone format while watching streams on the computer is very, very easy. Have you played Teferi? Teferi seems really good. All right, now I'm not going to Enlightened Tutor because I just want to wait and draw Serra Sanctum. No, we have not. We've yet to turn one. Maybe I was just supposed to drop Opalescence on top. Never mind. I forgot we have faith. Forgot we have faith. Just gotta believe, chat. It's fine, we're gonna get him to Toract and die. Ooh, just a Baleful Strix. Ooh, just a Baleful Strix, huh? A lot of waiting to die with this one. saved us a point for Mana Confluence, right? My line was strictly better. Come on, resolve. Resolve. I will you to resolve. Yeah, just smash you. Look, if you have to choose between being lucky and being good, definitely choose being lucky. It is the preferable state of being. To be fair, you play a lot of Ain't That the Truth? They could have Deluge here, or like Maelstrom Pulse perhaps. Yeah, it smells like Deluge. All right. This is my Grizzly Field. This is my Grizzly Field, opponent. Are you scared? Are you scared? You should be scared, opponent. Are you scared of my Grizzly Field? Coming for you. I'm coming for you. I really don't want to attack into a Snapcaster Mage. I think I'm just gonna pass. Nah, I ain't scared. I ain't scared. My Grizzly Field ain't scared. No, stop it. You don't have effects before blockers. You know, you ain't got effects before blockers. Get out of here. Take your 2. This is coming soon to a Hate Bears deck near you. Suppression Bear. Do you suffer from outspoken disorder? Suppression Bears coming to hug you into suppression. Suppression Bear would be like a good version of Leonin Arbiter. I agree. Suppression Bear is a card that would affect enough cards. I think it'd be much better than Leonin Arbiter. This deck is so dumb and I love your commentary. God bless you. Thank you for the bits, Kyle Dot. I'm glad you're having a good day. I think this deck's a hoot. Nah, the opponent's actually been very, very reasonable in chat. In fact, you probably heard me typing there a second ago. I was messaging my opponent telling them in the event that they're going to die, don't concede. Because I'm dead for prize in this league, so legacy leagues don't have a flat prize structure option. The only option to play Legacy on Magic Online is with large amounts of top heavy prizes, so we actually can't earn prizes in this league since we're 0-3. So in the event that I'm going to beat this opponent, I'm going to concede to them, because there's no reason for me to take potential prizes away from my opponent when I can't earn anything myself. Same thing, we're gonna play a 5th match as well, because this deck is a hoot. And we put our money in the slot machine, so we're gonna play all 5 matches. But I'm not gonna take money away from another player that doesn't cost me anything. No reason to. Correct, yeah, exactly, Nivek. What are they doing? They have a Venser? Caracas is weird. Do they have a Venser to go with it? Crop Rod is also weird. We're actually kind of dead to a Venser, right? Huh. Yeah, I'll give it to him. Let's go for a quick one. Yeah, opponent's got an interesting collection of Deathrite mush on their side of the table. I got your back, Faraday. Go get some work done. Gotta get paid so you can keep subbing. I believe in you today. I only open chests on stream if people donate with the explicit purpose of me opening chests. Otherwise, I can sell chests for actual real-world dollars. Dollars that do things like pay my mortgage. The scene's great. This is a turn 2 attack you for 16. Yep, can play Serum Powder and Enlightened Tutor. Y'all ready for this instant speed Serum Powder? My body's ready for this instant speed Serum Powder. I was gonna comment that I'm sad this hand doesn't have Leyline of Sanctity, but we're actually just gonna empty our hand on turn 1, so this is still the same person that we just played against. They're still playing Deathrite Shaman Mush. You just go for Opalescence, right? We can actually play Opalescence through days, which is nice, because we get to play Serum Powder. These are my cards. No! Opponent! Why must you hate fun, opponent? Why? Why must you hate fun? Why? Why do you dislike fun as much as you do? I'm supposed to actually get Helm of Obedience here, right? I think I'm supposed to get Helm of Obedience. Why would I get Tree? Oh, because Tree gets me. But no, then I don't have a win condition, right? Like, Tree gives me crop rotations to find Sanctums, but more Sanctums don't help me without a win condition. So I think I'm just going to grab the Helm of Obedience, and we'll see how the rest of this shakes out. Okay. That makes random lands better, I guess. Oh, they're a Dark Depths deck. Interesting. Neat. Oh, I tapped wrong. I should have floated here and left a white floating so I could Enlightened Tutor. Made a mistake. They destroying this in response? Yeah. Alright, I deserve that. Yeah, now I can't tutor this turn. Pretty punished. No, my rip's in the sideboard. So I could be attacking for 12 here if I would have played a little better. They have crep rotation. I might have crep rotation, so it doesn't matter. Good games, opponent. And we'll continue our streak of winning exactly one game every match. Let's see if we can break that for the third one, the fifth and final one. Don't you go anywhere, folks. Hanging out, playing some Leylines today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to the stream. Make sure you follow the channel and check out some of my sponsors. inkgaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your cards into other cards or cash directly with other players. There's no haggling. They just take 1% fee off the top. And of course, welcome to Hoaglandia, everybody out there. Be sure to talk to your friendly neighborhood moderator for your complimentary timeout. Hanging out, waiting for our fifth and final match to pop with Leylines. After we wrap up with Leylines here, we're gonna play a Cephalid Breakfast deck that uses Kiki Jiki and Necrotic Ooze for the win, which is kind of sweet. I love that that's on a banner now. And there's just like this mass slaughtering every time it comes up. What you doing? You know, just timing people out. Well, they asked for it. Why'd you time all of them out? Well, they asked for it. Whoa, there's new giant... Are there giant advertisements on Twitch for the rest of you now? I opened up the Magic channel. This didn't used to be here, right? This big giant banner ad. And like there's a banner ad here where there used to be videos. That's weird. Changes scary. Yeah, the only Magic I'm playing this evening is Legacy. After we wrap up with one more league after this one, we're gonna play some Hearthstone to close the stream up, but the only Magic today is Legacy. We'll be back to playing some Modern tomorrow, I believe. I don't mind looking at adverts that are unintrusive. I don't mind non-intrusive advertisements. The advertisements on that Twitch page are a perfectly reasonable example of unintrusive advertisements that help support a platform that I'm okay supporting. This is a mulligan, but it's not a Serum Powder mulligan, actually, because I don't want to lose double Sanctum. So we're going to take a normal mulligan, even though it had Serum Powder in it. This one I'm going to Serum Powder mulligan. That wasn't Twitch's front page. That was the Magic subdirectory. Yeah, Robots is a sweet deck. It's got a lot of fun onboard math. This is okay, not amazing, but fine. Actually, backup Opalescence is probably fine to keep here. Sanctity and Leyline of the Void are also both randomly good in different matchups in Legacy, which is sweet. So, do I want to draw this? I don't want to draw the Opalescence that's on top. No, I probably do, right? Yeah, I'm going to draw the Opalescence, and this is actually an example. Someone asked why there was a Tree of Tails in our deck. We're actually going to Enlightened Tutor for Tree. They conceded. They must be playing Storm, right? That's what this has to be. I'm going to take that concession to mean they're playing Storm. I'm going to board in Rip and Curse of Exhaustion and Rune Talo. Oh, Stony Silence. I will have you know we've won. Don't you slander this deck's beautiful name, Marty. We've won 5 games of Magic in this league. Don't you pitch us as 0-4. We've won multiple games of Magic so far. Slander the good name of Opalescence and his Leyline people. We'll have you thrown in the barracks. Stand's not amazing, but I think it's fine. I think Leyline of Sanctity could have possibly helped them in conceding last game, so I'm willing to keep it here. Sideboards are unfair. Yep, so likely Storm with this Preordain here. So that means I'm probably going to Enlightened Tutor for Stony Silence. Other Opalescence, sign me up. So I'm actually going to E-Tutor now because some Storm decks play Flusterstorm post-board. And I'm going to grab... I can't actually cast Curse of Exhaustion yet, right? So I'm going to go ahead and grab Stony Silence. And then next turn we cast Stony, and then 2 turns from now we cast Opalescence. Yeah, I don't think Sneak and Show would have conceded to the position they were in game 1. You're right, the cards they've played, it could definitely be Sneak and Show still, but I think the game 1 concession implies that they're playing Storm. How strong is this meme? On a pure power level standpoint, it's probably like a 2 or a 3 out of 10 point scale. You be quiet, Martin. Shush, Marty. You're so negative. I don't think Twitch keeps timeout stats. You gotta get the full name when you're being stern with the children, Marty. Gotta use the full verbiage. We've got some disruption set up, chat. I'm gonna put them on the old 2-turn Opalescence clock here. Delta, I'm glad you enjoy it. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the support. Good. Look at how hateful our cards are. That was so rude. That was so rude, opponent. Why would you? Oh, that island is beautiful. Well, we've got some Opalescences, chat. Favorite magic artwork? I don't know. Probably the 8th edition Birds of Paradise, 7th edition Birds of Paradise. Whatever that one is from. How fun is it compared to how competitive it is? Well, it's a total gas to play. I can say with a good amount of confidence that it's worse than Goblin Charbel Oops all spells, though. I think it's more fun to play because it has more puzzle lines, but I definitely think it's worse than those. Okay. Okay. What you got, opponent? You gonna get out from under my ley lines? You gonna lay it all on the line there, opponent? It's really rude. It's exceptionally rude. My Stony Silence didn't do nothing to nobody. They're actually not going to make that many goblins, and this has to be goblins because they don't have enough mana to go off with their discard pile, and they can't tendrils us through Leyline. They're only making 12 goblins here. They need to get Yogwill, right? Yogwill would be okay. Yogwill would get them there. So we can go Serum Powder into Stony Silence here. They just punt? I think they just punted, right? Because now I get to play this other Opalescence and attack them for lethal. They're just expecting no haste out of me. Maybe they drew a bounce spell. Let's not cast that one. Let's not cast Leyline of the Meek. All right, so I would like the record to reflect that Leylines won a match. Again, for those that are just joining us, I just conceded that match to our opponent after we would have won it 2-0 because I was dead for prizes in that league. The way Magic Online prize structuring works is the prizes are very top heavy. So if you take a certain number of losses, but the way the pairing works, you can still get paired into people that can get prizes even though you're ineligible for prizes. It's a bad system. So I conceded to that opponent even though we were going to win because I don't want to take prizes away from them when I'm not getting anything in return. This deck's a hoot. I had a lot of fun playing this deck. I think this is a meme I would take as a nation deck again at some point in the future. I don't think it would be fun to play every day because it would wear out the wonder, but I think the core of this deck is a lot of fun, and I would definitely not mind playing it again at some point. I think the Starfield of Nyx was probably unnecessary. Between Enlightened Tutor and Idyllic Tutor, I definitely think we had access to enough Opalescence, so I definitely would put another Leyline back in here, I think. Honestly, the suppression fields were kind of bad, and we actually had some times where like we didn't have enough Leylines, so I kind of feel like I would just play more Leylines maybe. At any rate, we still got more decks to go. Normally I stop about this time, but I started a few hours late, so we're gonna roll right on into the next deck here.
I'm going to get the babies.
Love you, wifey. All right. Kiki breakfast. Kiki is hungry. Y'all ready to feed him?